Very first thing that we're going to talk about is determining if something is a relation as a function. We've got three different ways you can look at it. First way is a mapping. What we're really looking for is making sure that none of our x values are going to repeat. So if I were to look at my mapping, I can see if I've got column A, I've got a 1, and that arrow is pointing to a 5. And then if I wanted to list the next point, I've got that 1 is pointing to a 6. And right there, I just repeated my x value. So because I repeated the x value, this one is not a function. So the second way you can look at it is if you already have your list of points already outlined. So I just only want to look at my x values. So the first x value I have is a 3. Then I've got a 2. And I've got a 5. And since all of my x values are different, that means it is a function. So it doesn't really matter what happens with the y values. It's all about the x values. And the last way you can check to see if something is a function is using the vertical line test. So hopefully that came up in your discussion. Someone talked about the vertical line test. So here I've got myself a vertical line. And I'm going to change the color just because I want to emphasize. So let's change it to a black line. Let's change it to a black line. So if I slide this vertical line, no matter what I do, that vertical line is only touching my graph. It's only intersecting exactly one time. So intersecting exactly one time means that every single x value is completely different. If my vertical line happened to touch twice, that means I would have had 2 of the same x values. So if it passes the vertical line test, it is, yes, a function. And remember, a pass means that it only touched your function, the graph of your function only touches your vertical line one time.